Well, the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on first down. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
On play action, Allen.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
You nigga see Higgins out there, big snag guy. He got these niggas good out you now, man. Higgins, I'm going up top with it.
That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a toss play, it's Hines. They find some open field here. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
New playbook alert on them niggas get. Come on now, I had to, because these niggas been on a nigga dick. Watching that shit, man.
7-0 on EA Sports.
Switch that playbook up on them. They don't know these plays.
On 2nd and very short, Allen. Now he's forced out left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
I'll take it.
It's incomplete, but there
I'll
is a
take it.
flag down. So
Well,
hang
I'm
on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
I'll
If
take
you're
it.
going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You need to go back there way too fast.
That's right. Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork.
This nigga got DJ Chark,
Guy catching the ball, he'll get all the
Kyler Murray.
people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
I said this nigga got DJ Chark, Kyler Murray, fucking.
Sometimes it can break big.
Nigga, that's a fumble.
Line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late.
Nigga got Kyler Murray, fucking Quez Watkins.
You've seen from them or on film.
I think that they're winning athletically
In a blind draft, kid.
Also, when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in at mass
This shit's supposed to have been a blind draft, so this shit's supposed to be random.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Actually, bad good because I don't even got my matchups right.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
There's the rookie
That's
from
cool.
LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
And Jamar Chase.
Just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And Jamar Chase. I just don't understand. Yes.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to have a first.
Nigga running straight RPO trash now.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective
RPO.
on 3rd downs all year long.
I'm gonna jump the whole
On
heat
play
though right
action,
here.
it's Murray.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On
on 2nd and 10. Murray. They'll try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Nigga Tyron Smith catching my nigga Nasir Adderley.
All year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And I threw some bullshit.
It'll be intercepted.
Oh yeah, I'm glad he ran it out.
Anthony Brown. And the Lions are going to take over once
I drilled it. I tried to live it. No, my niggas gonna snag on Anthony Brown, man. He gonna look for a bomb right here.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh my God, we dropping picks like that. Quiz not burning us. We got them niggas. Quiz is not burning us, my God.
Came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throw it to him if you want to. I'm picking that shit. This bit.
Here's Murray.
I knew it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All right, we cannot let him get a score.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Murray.
Alright, good pass.
It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Murray. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, throw left side, complete to Chase.
It's beautiful.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray buying time to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Rohrwasser's kick is good. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's a bit.
Again, a run with Evans.
Yeah.
Met quickly in the
I'm on nigga ass, though.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flush to his right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Murray now. On the screen, this is Evans. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Evans.
This nigga trash.
No gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going for it with the option right. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. This is Hines. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Allen.
That's tough.
And he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joe Tryon in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. And
the Broncos get there and take him down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they're struggling so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray with a 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. Pressure comes and down he
Should
goes.
I block that nigga?
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I wonder.
Throwing now is Allen.
Ran right into the nigga.
And he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Murray off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
Man, this game is bogus than the bitch.
Back to the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this
nigga didn't even tackle me.
Here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
This shit goofy, bro.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
I swear. Like, nigga, that's a pig, bro. That's a pig 6.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Ooh, that nigga came out of nowhere. I'm glad I ain't throw that shit.
Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, I missed one.
And he missed it.
Finally missed one.
And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Stop the cap.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. The open man, Shark, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Nigga doing all that shit just to
So
run
the
that.
Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
But you better retreat your ass back there, too. Ain't going straight to the middle.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quez Watkins.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
To return, it's Cam Sutton.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
97 yards on the ground for him so far.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense...
No, I was just fucking with you, gang.
As they'll stop it with just over 40
I was just gonna run that time out. You better call it.
Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Good
That's
pick.
into coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
That bit with T, the motherfucking D.
It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy.
That bit with TD Bear. Oh, I probably should have.
It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I seen a nigga DJ made a new party. I'm finna join that bitch.
Murray to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take.
He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
Boys done started a new party?
You keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
How? Me and Gibb was in the party.
And the defense is taking advantage.
And hopped in the one with me. See, I just go to the same party we always through the messages.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly.
Casey Hayward.
And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.
Oh, nah, he can't quit. He the commissioner.
Is now officially over.
He the head commissioner.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams,
I know.
no matter where they're predicted to finish, talking
Oh,
about
yeah, that nigga there got a...
turf, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting
That
them
nigga
break
there.
your serve. That way you
Garbage.
hold on to it.
I knew
they
he was
got
gonna
it
quit.
done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati.
Man, that nigga so trash. I had a new playbook in and everything.
It's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona.
Yeah, it was a new playbook. I was trying to figure some shit out.